Browsing the web on the BrailleSense Polaris is pretty straightforward and simple, especially for new users. So to get you started, I'm going to show you how to get to the web browser, how to enter a website, and talk you through a little bit what happens when you get there. So I'm just going to scroll down to my web tools.
Word processor, notepad, email, exchange email, media, organizer, web tools, B.
And hit enter.
Web browser, B.
The first option here is web browser. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter.
Starting web browser. http www.timsandell.com. Loading.
And the first website that will automatically come up is whatever is set as your home page. And let's say you don't want to go to your home page. So all you'll need to do for that is press enter plus U, and that's going to let you edit a URL.
International home. Open URL dialog.
So,
https timsandell.com edit combo box.
So as you can see, I can edit the address, and so I'm just going to delete this. And I think I'm going to check out our local Humane Society's website. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that website. Now, it's important that you be in computer braille, and I already am, but if you're not sure how to get to computer braille, press space plus G, and this is going to cycle you through uncontracted, contracted, and computer braille. For period in computer braille, that's dots 4, 6. I have typed in www.petsgohome.org.
Loading.
And what's going to happen is it's going to load my web page, and then it's going to provide me with a list of links that I can scroll up and down through my arrow keys. And I can also use my F3 to go forward, or my space plus F3 to go backwards. When I find a list or a link in the list that I want, I just simply go ahead and press enter and go ahead and browse. There are a variety of commands that are included in the resources for this video that you can use to navigate text while you're on the web. I recommend that as a new user, go ahead, get familiar with websites on the Polaris and just browsing them very basically, and then go through that list and look at the commands that you think that you would like to use, and then begin using and memorizing them. All right, let's talk Google searches. So when I first started learning about the BrailleSense Polaris, I thought that to do a Google search, you would actually go through your web browser. But because I had not dug deep enough, I did not know that there's actually a tool to use to just simply Google search on the Polaris, and it makes it super, super easy. So in this next video, I am going to demonstrate how to use the Google search feature. The next skill I'm going to demonstrate you is something that I actually was really frustrated with because I just wasn't sure how to get there. It was one of those things that's super simple, but I just couldn't figure it out until I read through the manual and looked at it. So, and this is doing a Google search. I had initially thought that I would just be able to, as I would on a computer, type in Google, and I found it very cumbersome to use and almost impossible. Then I learned that there's actually a feature within your web tools that allows you to do a Google search, and it's super easy. So go ahead, start from your file manager, and we're going to go to web tools, so you can either scroll down or press B. And it's going to give you the choice of web browser or Google search.
Google search, G.
Go ahead and hit enter.
Search term edit box.
And then just put in your term. So I'm going to search for dog. And then press enter.
Searching.
and then it will come up with a list of items it found based on your search term. You can go ahead and use your scroll keys to go through the list of websites that it found.
Dr. Dog official site 264 list of dog breeds, pet finder 364 list item.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter on this link, list of dog breeds.
Starting web browser. Loading.
And it's just taking a minute to load. Still loading.
List of dog breeds, pet finder.
And then you can go ahead and explore your website.
Let's talk email. This is a process that I will not be walking through with you because depending on your email account, the setup may vary, especially if you have an email account through your school's organization. I highly recommend connecting with your school's IT support team to help you with this process of adding an email if you have an organizational account, as there may be added security features in place. These important added security features may impact the setup of your account. I recommend sharing the email setup directions from the Polaris manual with them. These are linked in the video. To get started with email setup, you're going to first go to the email menu. If it's not set up, it's going to let you know that you don't have an account set up and that you need to set one up. So go ahead and open the program menu by hitting F2. Then you're going to locate the account manager, which is going to be your first item listed. Under that, there's going to be 6 items: accounts, information, add, modify, delete, and close. Go ahead and use F3 to tab over to add and press enter to follow the prompts. A few tips as you go into the setup. So 1, use your manual, follow those steps. 2, know your email server settings. 3, you must use computer braille. To get to computer braille, if you hit space G, that will cycle you through uncontracted braille, contracted braille, and computer braille. So make sure that you are on computer braille. If you want to write a period, that is .46 in computer braille. And then to write the @ symbol, you're going to hit space with U and then press .4. So I want to share a few helpful email commands for you as you are getting started. Please know that the email program is much like other programs on the BrailleSense Polaris, that you can build on the commands that you use based on what you need to do with your email. But here's some basics that I think are really common to use at first. Checking for new mail, which is Enter plus N. Looking at previous mail, backspace plus P. If you want to write a new message, hit Enter plus W, or you can also hit Choose New Message from your file menu. If you want to use your address book to find an email address of someone's, hit Enter plus L. If you want to save an attachment, go ahead and go to your desired file name on your attachments list and hit Enter. If you want to save all of your attachments, do Enter plus A. And then your attachments are automatically going to be saved to your flash disk unless you change the saving location. And then once you've saved your attachments, you can go ahead and go to your file manager and open them up based on the file you saved them to. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out the linked cheat sheets for email and internet usage in the video description. Thanks.